Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. Got another little bit of a project here. I have a window sash with a broken pane. Trying to see if I can get it against the light. There you go. It's got some tape marks on it, so apparently this has been broken for a while. This house comes from the 1850s, so this sash may very well indeed be the better part of a couple hundred years old, and some of these panes of glass may be that old as well. Anyway, let's get into the repair. There's a zinc channel weather stripping here, and beyond that we have the wood, and you can see it's generally in pretty tough shape. The client really just wants this pane repaired, but I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to leave. Well, I spent about 5 minutes just scraping this with a scraper and using a putty knife, and you can see I'm pretty much down to bare wood all the way along the lower good part of the sash. The client doesn't want to pay for a full restoration because this house is going to be sold, and who knows what the buyers are going to do once they purchase it. So I'm going to focus now on just cleaning this up a little bit. I think I'm pretty much done, but get that sash replaced, and we'll get this painted similar color. It's the outside of the house up in the attic, the third story of a very tall pre-Victorian building. So it's not like anybody's going to see the outside. And the inside, I'll have to get some off-white paint to try to match. Spent about an hour cleaning up loose paint, the soft wood, and the crusty glazing. This was very brittle, chipped right out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a coat of boiled linseed oil on all the raw wood that I can see. This outside, I think I'm going to need an oil-based primer. So I went to the store and purchased a blank of glass, and I will put it in and start glazing. So the first thing you do is you put a bed of the glazing compound down, and then you carefully try to put the glass in without hurting yourself, and you press it down, and you kind of look around and make sure that the glazing compound is engaging the glass everywhere for a nice tight seal. And excess squeeze out is okay. We'll clean that up toward the end, and that's looking pretty good. It's kind of a messy job. Your hands get a little greasy and oily, but you basically knead the putty to get it a little more homogeneous, soften it up a little bit. The heat from your hands will soften it. You work it a little bit, and then you put it down. And the key to spreading it properly is to just drag the knife very slowly. So this is the top of the sash. I don't need a huge amount of the putty up here. I'm really just sealing it at the lower side. This is the side that sheds water up here, so when I go to do this piece, I'll put a little bit more of a slope on the putty to help shed any water away. And this is real time. You just drag it slowly. If you drag it too fast, you're going to tear the putty, sort of. And I obviously have too much here, so I'll spread it a little more. And there you go. Just got to be patient. And to be clear, the putty knife is flat on the glass, and I'm tipping it a little bit and then tipping it to me, so that as I drag it this way, kind of acting like a little squeegee on this edge. Okay, let me try to illustrate this from the other end. Again, it's flat on the glass, and I'm tipping it in a way where as I drag it, I kind of extrude. And you just kind of go slow. And then to peel this off, you want to push toward it so you don't tear it away from the wood. And when you get to the corner, it takes a little finessing. Now I'm pressing this corner, kind of push it in and slowly drawing the knife up. And that's pretty good. I'll push a little more into these corners. And you're just trying to clean it up a little. Get into that corner. That's pretty good. And I just kind of take my finger, smooth it over a little bit. And once that dries, we'll be able to paint it up. Okay, I've got the glazing compound on all the panes of glass. Looking pretty good. I'm going to have to give this a while to skin over and set up a little bit. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Might take a couple days. Sometimes I'll hit it with a hairdryer to get a little warm air on it to help speed the drying process. And here it is with 2 coats of exterior paint on the exterior, of course. And the goal again was not to make it look brand new, but since I was replacing the bad paint, had to do a lot of cleaning up and refurbishing, if you will. So looking pretty good. This is fine. So as I always say, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you spending some time at my workshop, and maybe you got something out of this video. If so, that would be great. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe, and as I always say, stay safe, take care, keep your eyes out for the next one.